Hello everybody! Today I'm going to share some of my writing and personal goals. First, I am recording somewhere different today. This is my living room couch. Normally I go down the stairs and record on my gaming computer so that I have a proper microphone and a proper video camera. However, I apologize, but today I am not capable of going up and down the stairs, so I'm just going to do it in the comfort of my living room. First, I'm going to share with you 5 of my current goals, both in personal and writing, and then I'm going to kind of explain them a little bit more in detail. Number 1, I need to focus on my health and finding a balance in my daily life. Number 2, go for a walk once a day to keep moving. Number 3, continue my self-education with writing that I started previously and share what I learn in my YouTube videos and/or podcast. Number 4, release either a podcast episode or YouTube video once a week to give myself something productive to focus on outside of home life. Number 5, complete a short romantasy story and hopefully publish it before the end of this year. So going back to number 1, health and finding balance. I am continuing my search for answers. I'm going to a neurologist appointment on April 11th and then a family doctor's appointment on April 16th. And I also have another cardiologist appointment in July. So far, I have received a new diagnosis, which is orthostatic tachycardia. If you're not sure what this is, basically my heart rate jumps up when I stand. My heart rate is irregular and I'm on a new medication that I've been taking probably for, 6 weeks, I want to say. And it is really helping in terms of having more energy on my good days. But it's not removing the bad days, so I know that there's more research yet to go. So my list of diagnoses include orthostatic hypotension, postprandial hypotension, orthostatic tachycardia, Chiari malformation type 1, non-epileptic seizures, celiac disease. I'm pretty sure there's more, but that's what's at the top of my head right now. All right, so going for a walk every day. Currently, my father is in the hospital. He has been there for a couple of months. So I have his dog, Jada, who is a golden retriever. And along with that, I also have our dog, which is Vesna. She's a mixed breed. She looks kind of like a German Shepherd. So they are energetic dogs at times, and taking them for walks has been helpful. Last week I was unable to do any walks because I had a really rough week and was in bed often. However, I started again today and I managed to complete the task of taking both dogs for a walk, and let me tell you, it can be a challenge to walk 2 dogs on leashes when they keep crossing or going around you, and then I get all tangled up. I'm getting better. I'm getting better at this. Okay. Number 3, my self-education with writing. I had started doing research and studying in a writing textbook and doing some of the exercises in that I've learned to try to improve my skill as a writer. I have never taken an official writing course or never went to university or anything like that for writing, and I feel like as much as I am happy with where I'm at as a writer, there's always room for improvement. So while I'm doing this, studying and practicing, if there's anything that I feel might help other authors or writers, I am going to share that with you. Maybe it's something to remind you if it's something you've already learned, or if you're kind of like me and haven't taken a writing class, maybe this information will help you as well. Okay, my podcast and YouTube videos, which was number 4. I have done a couple of podcast episodes this year, and I've done a few YouTube videos, but I'd like to get into some sort of a routine so that maybe, say, every Monday or something, I work on either a video or a podcast episode so that it's ready to release for Tuesday. So Tuesdays are the release days. Number 5. Okay, I started this already. I am working on a short romantasy story. There's a couple of reasons why I am doing this. 1, I do not have anything published in my high fantasy pen name. So I'd like to get something out there just to test the waters. Number 2, working on my full high fantasy novel series or epic novel collection has been very difficult for me because of my health. It's just too much for me. So I'd like to just take a little chunk off and focus on the same high fantasy world, but with characters that aren't connected to the novels, and try to release something just to feel like I have accomplished something in my high fantasy name. I think this is going to help me gain a little bit of confidence and also test the waters to see what readers think of my high fantasy world. Why romantasy instead of just high fantasy? Okay, well, I grew up reading a lot of romance novels, and everything that I write, I always tend to have some sort of a romantic key aspect to each story. It might just be very mild and in the background, but I feel like I've always enjoyed reading romance, and it just makes sense to connect the dots because romantasy is a kind of a big thing right now. And yeah, so that's what I'm doing. Now, outside of all these goals, I have also been reading more, which feels absolutely great. I'm currently reading The Priory of the Orange Tree. It has helped me fall back in love with high fantasy. I don't know if you've read this, but the beginning of the book I found was a little bit slow, but there was a lot of action taking place, but I felt like it was moving at a slower pace in terms of me buying into the world. But as the novel progresses, it got really great. There's so many different unique aspects in this book. And of course, it is a 3-book series, and only book 1 and 2, I believe, have been published. So book 2 is out there. Book 3, I don't believe is out there yet. So it gives me something to look forward to. Now, this is a massive book. It is approximately 831 pages. I have about 150 pages left to read, so I think I'm doing pretty good. So my routine. Every day I kind of get up, Monday to Friday. I make sure the kids are up, make sure they've got what they need for school, make sure they've eaten. Then I eat. I take any kind of, my medications, the pills that I'm on, and I have a lot of vitamins and stuff that I take. And then I get into the kitchen and do some cleaning. I usually call my mom and talk for a while. And at that point, that is when I'm going to start doing my daily walks. Then when they come back, I focus on what is for lunch for my husband and my oldest son who come home every day for lunch. So I focus on that. The afternoon, every afternoon from Monday to Friday, my plan, my hope, my goal is to turn my focus back to writing education, YouTube, podcasts, anything writing related. That's what I want to focus on. So how are things going for you? Do you have any, vague goals like I have? I know I do not set timeline goals for myself because it sets me up to have a lot of extra anxiety and stress, and that's something I don't want to do. But I'm wondering how you set your goals. Are they big and vague like mine? Do you have timeline goals that you have to get certain things done at certain times of day? Or do you just kind of wing it? I guess that's all I have for today. Apologies for not making this video extremely long or extremely organized, but this is just where I'm at today. So yes, I hope everything's going well. Have a great rest of your day, afternoon, evening, night, or whatever, and keep writing.